Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Turbin. Working that left side now. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
From the gun, the running back has it. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They'll try to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game, you want to pay it off and just put some points up on that.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Florida 7, South Carolina 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy away.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Gators! And This defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Nothing but green ahead. At the 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Culpepper. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Rides to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Line is set on 3rd down.
42 slider. 4-2.
Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
3:25.
Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll line up for a second down play. Keep it on the ground. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The run to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
They'll try the run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
South Carolina.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Do a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Blue. Using his legs to buy some time. He's right on target. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Give to the back. Running with power. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Running to the left. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
There's strong and there's scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down is just another down to these guys. A perfect 4 for 4 so far. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On fourth down, going to the air. Right down the middle. Got it past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Looking for a man. It's Turbin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Gator!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner is stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll snap it from the 36. They got a first down.
First down on the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Slips a tackle. Gets away. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Blue. Throwing right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Coming after him. He's got an open man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The offense starts with a short field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Flair. Jackrabbit. Griffin.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 28, South Carolina 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
28, South Carolina 7.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Blue. He finds his man. Smashes through the tackle. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next.
Going over the top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Easy.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Got it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Fire.
The give out of the gun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys can even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
Got it.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 18 over Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets away from 1. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Looking downfield, it's Blue. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Got his man all by himself. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.